All right, so as silly as this may be, we feel like this will help somebody at home. So there was a towel bar sitting right here. We took it off, and you get these little, very small, from where the screws were. And a lot of times when you take a 5-way, has the loose kind of drywall fiber around there, it's not completely flat. So it's got a little bit of that paper exposed, this and that. So when you go to put a baby little skim coat over that just to plug that little hole, it ends up being something 3D, something you can feel. So we want that completely flat. Here's a little thing me and Tom do. Take a punch and your hammer. Don't use the small side, use the back end. Set it right here where this hole is. Take your hammer. Look, now we've put a little dimple. There's a little dimple here, it's an inner. And that's exactly what you want when you're trying to plug these little guys. Now instead of having anything sticking out for our knife to catch and leaving a hump there in the finish, now because that's an inner, we'll simply slide a little mud right into there and be perfectly smooth. So we got another couple right up here, same thing. We're gonna stick it right on there. Now look, now we've got a dimple. Now we have another dimple. You can see the impression of the circle. So now it's in there. So now when we take mud and slide right over there, we're perfectly smooth. One coat will fill this. Done. We'll use some 20-minute mud on it. Also, sorry about the light in here. We're working on the light up there. We're getting ready to paint. But a lot of these older style countertops and everything have this back lip. Once you take that away, all this, acrylic type caulking, everything like that was in play here, you just want to scrape all that back off. Get back down as flat as you can get, and then we're going to end up skimming right over this as well. So once you get all this cleaned, it's usually an easy application here to get all this off, and we're going to put a minor little 20-minute skim coat right across that and be perfectly flat back to where we started. So in mixing up, you're just trying to mix until these, see all those lumps right there, until those lumps are gone. Okay, and as you progress with it, I just take it, get it off the edge, and one of the most important things is down here in these corners. So while I'm mixing, I'll get those corners real good. That way we don't leave any of the actual powder down in the corners that's going to pull whenever we're digging down in here for the last little bit. Alright y'all, so here we are on, these are what I call bullets, okay? These are huge holes. So the way we go about that, I have my mesh tape sitting here ready to go. I'm going to take a little of this. See, that's that consistency you were looking for. I know the light's hard. There you go. See, we're lump free. We're going to take a little bit of this. About like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is sit here and I'm going to pop that. It's going to sag. It's going to look ugly. But just watch. See that one right there? So look, because of gravity, I'm going to get all this off. We're going to leave that kind of bulged like that. There you go. Now it's a lot more flat. It's trying to sink again. So what I'm going to do, right before I put this tape on, look, I'm going to pop that and I'm going to lay that tape right there. Just like that. And that's going to help me plug this up. Then what I'm going to do is take a little bit more here. Hold that right side. Just like that. There you go. Now, any of that trying to bulge, anything like that, that netting is keeping it flush, it's keeping it tight. The tape has almost disappeared. Now those holes are successfully plugged. We're going to allow that to dry, and then we're going to skim right above this channel here and get that to disappear and go away for the new light. So come on in, Tom. There you go. Now we're back over here. Back over here to our holes. Remember, we indented these on purpose. Now it's just as simple as throwing that right across. Just like that. Now those are filled. The indention is filled, so the hole is slightly bigger than where we started, but that little recess indention allowed those to fill in and fill in flat. There's nothing worse than putting a coat right in there and have it bulge out and stare at you. That's it. I mean, flat as a pancake. So those are done. Now I'm going to take this mud here and I'm going to skim this back wall here. We're going to make that look real pretty, and we've got a couple of more holes over here we're going to entertain the same exact way. Alright, so there is a couple things you're going to need with your 20-minute mud. So we are looking for you can have this really wet. We've got this pretty good right now. This is about where we want it. We don't want it any wetter, be hard to work with. We don't want it any drier, it'll dry too quick. But a blower with 20-minute mud is fantastic. You apply a coat. This is our second coat that got applied. We're getting ready to pop our third and final coat on here, but everything is blending beautifully, and you can blow this dry in between coats, 10 to 15 minutes, you're ready to go. So, I know a lot of people have probably seen on reels, everything, you know, going around an outlet. We're going to do that, and I'm going to show you why we do that. A lot of people probably know. A lot of people probably don't. So we're gonna go around this guy up here, and I'm going to show you why we go around the boxes with our finish work. So again, this is just some repair stuff, easy to do. Everything is turning out great. Remember the big bullet holes that were over here? The bullet holes that were up here? You come on in, Tom. What I'm going to do real quick while that's drying. Always be a good habit here. With the top off, we don't want anything falling down below there to where their stuff is. So I'm going to set this kind of up here. Let's see if we can't hold it there. Just in case any of this tries to fall. There we go. Now we won't ruin any of their stuff. So that is pretty much the consistency there you're looking for. And then remember to always get way down in these corners and everything so we don't pull up any particles that did not get mixed. Throw them right into our mud work. So the reason we're going to go around this outlet is because here's what happens. If I come up here just like this and come away and swipe that, okay, right here and right here, we don't have anything going around. So the more I keep building this up with this blank spot right next to it here, it's going to cause a big difference after you apply three coats. So that is why we go around all the way. I start away from it because usually that's what happens. The mud wants to fall down, so I don't start right at it. Once I kind of get that going around, then I'll start tightening up here. Get all that. It'll allow you to get a little closer there. There we go. So that's kind of what you're looking for. And then I'm going to go ahead get this on over here. And the same with this side. So for each pass, what I'm trying to do is go a little bit higher than where I previously was. Now you can kind of start working this. Okay, it's easier to stay off that edge. Stay off that center. Look what I tell you. Stay off that center because that way you can get that perfect ring that you're looking for. You can always go back right here and fine tune those. Right around that light socket, just like that. Then I'm gonna grab the rest of that circle. Just like that. See that? Now I'm trying to leave that impression there of where the old light was, because remember this was painted, finished out, this had nothing. So that's kind of why we built that rectangle up. So now I'm going to stay in that rectangle. Bring that right on through. Just like that. That's what we're looking for. Okay, the bullets are on, the tape's gone. That's completely finished out, just needs to dry. And again, that's why we go around the outlets so we don't leave blank spots. And if that scutcheon goes to hit the wall on your new light and it doesn't cover everything, then you'll be able to see that difference. It makes sanding and all that, you'll create lips around that. That's the whole reason we go around that. As far as the dimples go, they're actually done. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw another coat on there just cause, but they're already finished as well. like that. All right, so that's it over there. I'm gonna make one more pass here where these bullets were. I really don't need it, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing either. Now leave that straight in the middle there because that's where the bullets were. And then I come back on that lower section to fan that. Come back on that top section. So as I'm on the bottom, I'm tweaking down. As I'm on top, I'm tweaking up. And we're leaving that nice blanket of mud there going right across. So those are done. That's done. It's all finished up. I'm going to go ahead and I've still got plenty of mud here. We only need it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this again and probably a couple of more spots just to get rid of a little bit of this, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We got the grout done yesterday, turned out fabulous. So all that's finished. Turned out great. Just nice and flat there, nice and pretty. So we went with a color called Rolling Fog. It's a very light gray, true gray, and it just helped the tiles blend a lot more. You know, customer loves it, we love it, so it turned out fabulous. But needless to say, so that's how you go about getting these holes and your bullets and all your little nail holes. All right, so there it is. Nail holes are done. The big slugs up there are done. We've already painted in here 2 times. So 2 coats of paint. We're good. It's a real pretty finish. Looks real good with this tile work. So we're happy. They're happy. Where'd you go, Tom? There he is. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And as usual, we'll see y'all back real soon. We got some life-proof flooring to go in here. We got to get the shower kind of finished up, get all the hardware on, set the toilet. But first, we've got life-proof floor that we're doing in the kitchen, living room, and coming down the hallway and ended up in here in this bathroom. So until the next one, we'll see y'all back real soon.